Good evening, welcome once again on Instagist TV. We do hope that you're having lovely time out there, and please remember to keep yourself safe and do not cross the boundary lines. Okay, today we'll be talking about the latest and the long anticipated movie, The Witcher Season 3. It is no longer new how it has been hitting the rounds of how some episode has been released and why we're waiting for six and the rest of the episode. So let me just take you into limelight. Okay. Before The Witcher Season 3 even premiered, it seemed that the news cycle around the series wasn't about to do it any favors. Okay. Along with the shocking announcement that Henry Cavill will be leaving the show after 3 seasons playing Geralt of Rivia, came to the reveal that Liam Hemsworth would be stepping into the role of the White Wolf. Given that the casting switch dropped less than 2 months out from the latest season's wrapping production, it remained unclear whether the show would even address the change until its planned fourth season. Meanwhile, the anticipation for season 3 adopted a bittersweet tenor with the knowledge that it would also be Cavill's last. But fans can be rest assured that although this is the actor's finale as Geralt, he is also departing the series on a particular high note. As far as swan songs go, season 3 of The Witcher is an unexpectedly exceptional one for Cavill's Geralt, as he is allowed to showcase his best fatherly side through the strengthening connection with Ciri, as well as his capacity for vanquishing monsters, navigating political intrigue, and even a little romance too. And he's not a bad dancer too, you can't forget that part. While it might be easier to feel sad or dismayed about his departure, this most recent season of the series serves as the pinnacle of his time on the series and as a testament to show how much the titular Witcher has grown. It's a shame that Cavill won't be present to see the show through its conclusion, but given what season 3 of The Witcher establishes in terms of mounting conflict, rich character growth and relationships, and phenomenal performances, there is still plenty worth tuning into for the fourth season and beyond. Season 3 of The Witcher gives us more found family than ever. Honestly. Although Geralt, Ciri, and Jennifer are continually trying to stay one step ahead of their foes, the conceit that forces them into a closer proximity with one another also provides an intimate opportunity for reconciliation, especially where Geralt and Jennifer are concerned. In the end, what seems to bridge their divide the most is Ciri herself, the something more that was needed as was teased at the end of season 2. And with that committed purpose now established, the couple might even have the chance to rekindle their romance as well. Geralt and Yennefer has a shared goal of teaching Ciri to defend herself if they are ever not there to protect her. But the underlying theme this season hammers home is the message that this group is stronger when they are together. While last season was all about establishing the bond between Geralt and Ciri, season 3 brings the dynamic between mother and daughter to the forefront, and Yennefer not only found herself in a position to help Ciri hone her power, but also to impact some important lessons on someone who is also becoming much more than a mentee. Yennefer might also be the authority figure in the relationship, but Ciri's fair dispositions mean that she is more than willing to go toe-to-toe with the sorceress, which results in a difficult, albeit necessary conversation between the two women that leaves them both on more solid ground than ever. Charlotta and Alan wholeheartedly bring the weight necessary to these scenes, as Yennefer discovers that she can still be a mother to someone even if it isn't how she originally hoped or planned for, while Ciri begins to think of the sorceress as someone to look when she needs help, just like she already does with Geralt. Alan especially carries one season 3 episode entirely on her shoulders, ensuring that the future of this series rests with her character in particular. Naturally, the evolving family unit wouldn't be complete without Haxia, Joey Bathy as well, and fans will be pleased to note that in the wake of the battle at Kaer Morhen, he might still be up to some of his old tricks, including his notorious ways as a seducer, but that doesn't mean that he isn't right there in the thick of it when the sword starts clashing. Okay. More to his chagrin, although he gets in over his head during the occasional monster fight. Season 3 is where we start to see even more sides to the Sandpiper, from his willingness to be another supportive figure in series life, as the two shares laughs and quieter moments in equal measure, to his embarking on surprising new romance. It's clear that Haskier is just as much as a part of his family as everyone else, entrusted with serious protection more than once, as well as someone who lends support and told love to Geralt himself, while also using the Witcher's adventures to base more hit songs on naturally. The Witcher Season 3 does struggle with fast travel. It would be inaccurate to claim that the Witcher central character doesn't encounter tests and trials, but seems to happen right when the main group is forced to split up for varying reasons. Although the plot motive for these breaks are understandable, Geralt is hell-bent on tracking down the fire mage Rens Sam Wolf to ensure he no longer possesses a threat, while Yennefer decides to take Cyril to Aretusa to continue her training. It means that the season suffers somewhat of as a result. We have spent the past 2 seasons with these characters all separated from each other, sometimes in different timelines altogether, and it feels like we have only just managed to see part coverage before the story demands the divergence again. It also leads the show leaning on the element of fantasy series fast travel a little too heavily, one of the problems that dogged Game of Thrones in its final seasons. Yes, that's true. Season 3 of The Witcher boosts dynamic support casting. Yeah. That said, the more expansive aspect of the Witcher world in Season 3 comes in the form of more spy work and intrigue, which plays out distinctively in Redania, one of the last realms that have yet fall to the invading kingdom of Nilfgaard. There, it's all about trying to stay one step ahead lest you find yourself on the business end of chopping blocks, and no two characters encapsulate that strategy better than Redanian spy master Dijkstra Graham McTavish and sorcerers Philippa Earhart Cassie-Clare. The two have particularly complicated and magnetic relationship of their own that can't necessarily be described as a romance, but is certainly rooted in a lot of trust and reliance. Even as they can't say the same about any other, they might be manipulating for their own ultimate goals. Chief among them is the Redanian prince Radovid Hood-Skinner, who doesn't present as much of a strategic or shrewd ally, especially when he inwardly desires honesty in a world where everyone is donning a different mask. Meanwhile, Yennefer's decision to take Cyril with her to Aretusa means that we have the opportunity to pick back up with the world of the mages, and it's a story choice that works to the series' benefit overall. Although Aretusa is home to just as many, if not more, political machinations than other places on the continent, it also represents a place that Yennefer herself reluctantly turns to, and not just because she was put on the Brotherhood of Sorcery's shitlist after choosing to free the Nilfgaardian commander Kai Imonfaren in Season 2. Her relationship with her former teacher, Tissaia Mayana Burin, has seen significant throughout courses of this series, and now with the two women on a more even footing, there is a greater opportunity for the intricacies of that friendship through all of its ups and downs, especially now that Tissaia understands how important Ciri is, not merely to Yennefer herself, but to the future of the world. The main collective of sorceresses, which occasionally includes a reticent Philippa as well as the cheeky Sabrina, known as Terika Wilson Reid, self-confident Margareta Lost Antil, and defiant Kara Safia Inga introduce a widely entertaining variety of personalities types into the mix, especially while the Brotherhood is on a shakier ground than it ever has been. This is one of the girl gang would want to be part of, even if some of their conflicting traits leads to these women butting heads over differences and opinions at times. Okay. Wow, that's it, guys. See, this movie is a blockbuster movie that is actually coming up. Please don't miss this episode. Please don't miss this episode. The first volume of season 3 of The Witcher's premieres on June 29th. Yes, can get on Netflix, and with the volume 2 following on July 27 this month 2023. So please get your eyes don't get your eyes so please don't get your eyes twisted, but just enjoy yourself and calm down as the episodes are going to be splitted. You grab, so just sit down and enjoy yourself for this blockbuster movie. Something that you're going to enjoy every aspect of it. Okay, I'm going to leave you now. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment on our comment section so we'll know what to bring in next. And please do well to subscribe. You can't watch our videos without subscribing. Thank you very much. Until then, bye bye.